Hi, everyone. Welcome to Regan Real Reviews, the first of the Oscar editions. My name is Kathleen Regan. I watch a lot of movies and TVs and just give you my comments and maybe a little trivia on them. Comment below if you like the movies or if you disagree with me or agree with me. So today I'm going to go over two Oscar nominated movies. One is One Battle After Another, and the other one is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. But first, I want to give a shout out to Natasha Lyonne. If you don't know Natasha Lyonne, look her up. She's amazing. She was a child actor. She has grown up in the industry. Most recently, she did Poker Face, which is on Peacock, I believe. And she was the writer, the director, the creator, and the star in it. The first season was off the charts, fantastic. The second season was good. It wasn't as great, in my opinion. The show has been canceled, but Natasha Lyonne came out recently to say that she fell off the wagon and she got back on, right? And it is very hard to admit that publicly, even if you're not in the limelight. That's incredibly difficult to not only admit that, but to get back on the wagon after you fell. But to be in such a limelight and to have that happen and to come out and admit it, I don't know. I've always liked Natasha Lyonne, and I'm proud of you, girl. Not that you need that from me, but I'm proud that someone in Hollywood's doing that, so thank you. Okay, One Battle After Another. I give that, okay, I'm going to go 4 stars. I was going to go 3.5, but I'm going to go 4. And the only reason I gave it 4 stars is because of one area in the production. So I'll go over that. Basically, what it's about is that back in the day, there were all these revolutionaries, right? Fighting for the people, kidnapping, blowing up things, whatever. 16 years later, one of these revolutionaries, his daughter gets kidnapped, and they have to kind of bring back some of the gang to go get this daughter of his. It came out in the theaters on September 26th of last year. September 26th. And the reason I tell you that is because it has been nominated for 437 awards. 437. Wrap your head around that. 437. 13 of them were Oscar nominations. So far, they've won 225. What the heck? I mean, that's amazing. It stars Sean Penn, Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro. I mean, each one of them just excellent in their role and just, I don't know, just fantastic. I mean, they're these icons that you see in every movie, and you're like, damn, yeah, damn, they did it again. God, they're really good. It also stars Chase Infinity, who plays the daughter. I saw her in Presumed Innocent, sort of like the new Presumed Innocent, the one with Jake Gyllenhaal. She plays his daughter. I thought she was fantastic in there. As a matter of fact, I think I called one of my friends and was like, wow, that girl who plays the daughter, she's really good. This is her first feature film, from what I understand. She held her own and she was incredible. I mean, to be acting with those powerhouses can be pretty intimidating. So she did a really good job. The other person who plays one of the lead roles is, I'm going to probably say this name wrong, Teyana Taylor. I had no idea who this woman was. Apparently she's a singer, pretty popular singer. She was so tough and scary, but also sexy at the same time. Like, she was this package of oh, God, I love you, but oh, you're so tough, and just really well done. I mean, really well done. I'm actually not sure if this is her first film or not, but I'm going to hope that she's in more films coming forward. The writer and director is Paul Thomas Anderson. He also did There Will Be Blood, one of his big movies. He's known as one of the first video, what do they call it? Video store generation filmmakers. And this is when, I believe it's millennial age, when, camcorders were first coming out, and there were a lot of people doing videos, and this is, this home videos, and this is how they made their first films with their brothers and sisters. And he's known as part of that generation. This is also the second film that was in the 21st century that was shot in VistaVision. The Brutalist was another one. And I'm going to put up a little thing here to tell you what this is about, because I didn't know what it was about either. But VistaVision is a film that's shot horizontally. It's it's much crisper and cleaner. I think they call it as high fidelity. It was the precursor discovered in 1954, created in 1954 from Paramount. It was a precursor to IMAX. So it is very well shot. The acting, 100%. Across the board, love it, love it, love it. Loved everyone in it. The writing, I love the story. You would think, I don't know, revolutionary. I love the story. It was a unique angle. I thought the story was fantastic. The directing, yeah, it was pretty good. I thought there were some scenes that kind of went on a little long, maybe weren't needed, but it was good overall. The one part of production that made it go from a 5-star to a 4-star is the music. I I literally had to mute the movie, which pissed me off actually, because I wanted to hear the acting. I had to mute the movie a couple times and for long periods of time, for like 15 minutes one time. I think I did it for like 10, 15 minutes. The music was by Radiohead's Johnny Greenwood. And when I researched this online, just kind of typed in music, there are a lot of online forums that are complaining about the music as well. However, it was nominated for an Oscar. Maybe it's because it's unique. I really don't know. They described it as a pedal tone, and it's jolting and jangling. And what pedal tone means is it's a single note played continuously. Yeah, that's irritating. Okay. Any one note that is continually playing for 15 minutes. Yeah, it's like someone chewing gum in my ear and it won't be quiet. It's so irritating. And also there were parts where the music was louder than the talking. That's obviously got to be a choice because it's not that way the whole movie. So I don't understand that choice, which is also why when I said the directing was okay, because the director is very involved in that, and just I don't know, just didn't like it. There is a negative kind of nod to Ronald Reagan, which well deserved, but see if you can check that out as well. So yeah, 4 stars. I would definitely go see it though for the acting alone. You may have to have the mute button. If I had legs, I would kick you. I give this 3.5 stars. What it's about is there is a woman, Rose Byrne, who has a severely medically reliant child. And it's about her struggles of trying to manage the health of this child. And her husband works away from home. And, all this entails as a caregiver. Rose Byrne is the lead. She has been nominated for so many awards for this. And I think well deserved nominations. I think she's really good. And Rose Byrne to me is one of those actors that, I see her in things and I'm like, who's that again? Oh, that's Rose Byrne. But she's really good in this. And I was really impressed with her. The story is written by Mary Bronstein. Now, Mary Bronstein, I looked her up and she really doesn't have any big writing credits. She has some acting credits. She also plays the doctor as an actress. She plays the doctor in this film. It was well written. It was well written. It was from a point of view of the mother. As a matter of fact, you don't see the child at all, which didn't bother me at all. It didn't bother me. I thought it was a very interesting perspective. I thought it was an interesting way to film it. I thought it was, there's basically one main character. It's shot very close up, which I was a little, okay, sometimes we need to back away, but I thought it was really unique and it worked for this film. Mary Bronstein is also married to Ronald Bronstein, who is the writer. He does a lot of documentaries. He did Pee Wee Herman as himself, which if you haven't seen that, see that. It's very interesting. He also did the new hit Neighbors, which I think is on Netflix. But he also did Uncut Gems. He was an editor and a writer on that. And Ronald Bronstein plays the husband in this film. So it was good. I thought Rose Byrne deserves all the nominations that she's getting. Will she win? Not sure, but well deserved. It was one of the nominees, and I had to look this up because I always see it around there, and it just came out in the news. It's called the ASTRA Awards, ASTRA Film Awards. And I was like, what is that acronym? Well, it's not an acronym. turns out. The one time in Hollywood, it's not. So it actually stands for Latin, and Latin is called The Stars. And it used to be, I'm just going to read this right, it used to be the Los Angeles Online Film Critics and the Hollywood Critics Association Award. And it's for film and television, for digital media, and technical and creative excellence. So those are all over the news right now. It's a great award ceremony. I think I want to say Rose Byrne. I know she was nominated, but I don't know if she won or not. I saw her in the news, so check that out. It's done by A24 as a production house. So A24, you see their name probably all over the production company all over the place. Look them up. You can literally look up A24 movies. They're really geared towards independent movies, and their movies are really fantastic. They had things like Moonlight, Lady Bird, which is one of my favorites. They also did Uncut Gems, which is Ronald Bronstein. That's how the connection. There's always a connection. I swear to God. This movie was shot in 27 days. 27 days for the whole movie. So, yeah, indie. Yeah, definitely. This one is really good. And A24 is, should be accommodated for elevating the indie film. So thank you very much. There is a scene in here with a hamster, and I'm not going to ruin it for you, but apparently it's based on a true story of Mary Bronstein when she was a child. So check that out. Again, it was great acting, a very good perspective, interesting perspective. But it didn't really go anywhere for me, and it was just kind of like, okay, that was interesting. It didn't take me anywhere at all. So, okay, well, thank you for watching Regan Real Reviews, the first of the Oscar series, and I'll see you next time.